Claxby Hill. We had a very long, homemade Norwegian-style sledging.
No, not that.
We hurtled down, we hit what must have been...
Go and find her. Where are you going, Master? For a drink?
Okay, you guys want anything else?
3 butterbeers and some ginger and lime, please. 6 shots of giggle water.
Pete Earl Grey hot.
This snake juice is basically rat poison. Spent my whole life right here in Lackawanna County.
Drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Shut up!
And all right, Guy. Welcome back. This round is on me. And if you have found yourself one booth down in our digital pub of plenty, welcome a doctor and a lawyer. I have walked into a bar.
And I'm so lonely, I could cry.
Hey, listen, I'm here too. It is back to the marquee names. On a doctor and a lawyer walk into a bar. Alex and Dallas both could not make it to this kind of impromptu recording that we had this evening, but I'm really excited about it. We've got a great show for you today. Coming up a little later, we are bringing back a podcast favorite game. We say that about every game, but really, we really enjoy all of these games.
There are favorite games, whether or not the listeners enjoy,
We really enjoy playing Guess Who, and I love this. We initially talked about making a just DNL board, but I like that the board updates based off of the current geopolitical pop culture climate, and I am incredibly excited about that. But first, we're going to lead out like we always do with the dailies.
What are we going to call this?
I write for the Daily Prophet.
That's crap.
I want the name of this flying whatchamacallit to go with the Daily Planet like bacon and eggs.
Crap.
Daily Bugle?
That's pretty good. But it's taken.
The dailies. Pew, 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 pew. Alex is not here. No rules and no pants.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, alrighty. Coming out of the gate with a lot of gusto. Cody, what do you got?
So, because I am a neuro-spicy individual.
Really?
I usually have 3 ongoing books at any given time.
Right, okay, explain this to me, because this is a really foreign concept to me. You are actively consuming 3 different books at the same time.
Yes, in 3 different formats. I have my print book.
Okay.
Like actual paper, I turned the page, a tree has died, and I'm hallucinating in front of a dead tree.
Okay. All right, go on.
An English teacher.
Go on.
An English teacher I work with, in an attempt to convince Gen Z to read, he was like, "Reading's fun. You're sitting there hallucinating in front of a dead tree."
That's the best. Okay. Where have your trips taken you?
So it's my print read, my Kindle read.
Okay.
So I keep my Kindle by my bed because Michelle is like an immediate turn the light off type of person when it comes to going to bed. So having that Kindle backlight is nice. And then an audiobook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's not as crazy as you would think. It's just 3 different stations. As my master's program is ever getting closer to coming to an end.
Ooh, I know.
And the spring classes are over, I started a print read. And this is an oldie, but a goodie. I started Aragon.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
What did the... I don't know. We don't want to like stray into too far territory, but did the show prompt this? Like they're making a long form television show of Aragon?
They are making a long form television show. This didn't really prompt this. This was prompted by my wife giving me this beautiful box set for Christmas.
Ooh, okay.
Of all 4 books in this like box set where like the designs translate on the spine of the book to make a larger design, that sort of thing. I remember a lot about like the broad sweeps of the story because frankly, the first book is A New Hope set in the Lord of the Rings universe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Farm Boy discovers he has a greater destiny, rescues the princess, defeats the evil empire. But the empire strikes back in the next book. And Christopher Polani was 15 years old when he wrote Aragon. So reading it as an adult, I read it as it is a light and breezy read. It is a lighter read, but also incredibly impressive. And I speaking as a school teacher who deals with 15-year-olds, that a 15-year-old has wrote this.
Are you like, I can tell now. When I was 15, it's like, you prodigy. How in the world? Now you're like, I can tell now.
No, it's more of a like, oh yeah, he's a prodigy compared to some of the essays that I've read.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sorry. I've knocked this off the table twice. There's like, we've got two Murphys on the line now. I feel like Murphy's Law is going to concentrate us like a psychotic kid with a magnifying glass frying a bug, but we're the bugs. Okay.
Love my students, but I don't get me wrong, love my students, but after about the 30th essay, I start to kind of just lose my mind a little bit, and that's why grading is my least favorite thing to do. Yeah. But yeah, and it's I'm only about 30 pages in, but it was just nice kind of seeping back into that world.
Was it like a nice, like, when did he write the book?
It was like 2003 when he wrote it.
Like, it's like seeping back into the aughts. Like,
right.
They come up and they just wrapped you in a warm. Like, speaking of, can I do mine?
Oh, sure.
Speaking of the aughts, coming up and wrapping you in a
warm
embrace.
Why I oughta?
Why? Spin-off podcast about the aughts.
Copyright trademark. We declared it.
It's
ours
got
now. Ladies and gentlemen,
I got my hands on a PlayStation Portable.
Dun dun dun. dun.
Okay, so some context here. I think we've talked on the show before that, you know, I literally had to get cancer in order to get a gaming console, and that's not a. Hey, if you do this, we'll get you one. No, that was just not a priority in our house growing up. We had Game Boys, so we had some games that we could play, but something that would cause us to sit in front of the TV for hours, that just wasn't on the priority list for spending. So there was a big slew of really unique gaming things that came through that we kind of just missed. And the PSP was one of those that I was fascinated. I think it held the fascination that like an iPod Touch held later on, like the one like handheld device that could do anything. But there's also, as we've talked about before, a big modding community around the tech that came out in the aughts. Because the companies, they would make a motherboard to tie together stock parts from all these other different companies. iPods did this, Game Boys did this, and the PSP did it. So it's really easy to mod. And I've been tinkering and I've been modding, but I've been looking for one that I can mod. And we went to, shout out to Adam Collectibles. It's a new collectible store here in Moorhead, Kentucky. We went in. They had a very fair price listed on the PSP. I would not argue with it at all. I've researched it. I know that the price was fair. So he got it out and he's like, yeah, I have a new battery in it. You feel free to test it. You can play around on it. And speaking of nostalgia, the game that I would watch Dallas play for hours on end was God of War. And that was the game that was in the
Nice.
But I got it out and I played with it and I handed it back to him. And Jenny walked around the store. It was the first time in there and she got like $35-$40 worth of stuff. And we get up to the counter and he said, what did you think about that PSP? And I said, I mean, more than fair price on it. It's just I'm looking for one to tinker with. And I was hoping for a little lower. And he said, I'll make it easy on you. I said, well, what do you mean? He said, you get it. I'll throw all of her stuff in for free.
Done. Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool. So I'm really excited to crack this thing open. You can increase, I think the proprietary memory cards that these things came with capped out at like 16 gigabytes. You can mod that up to 128.
Because of course.
They have batteries now that are a higher density capacity that you can mod up to like 2200 milliamp hours as opposed to 800. They make IPS displays for these now that you can swap in. A lot brighter, better viewing access, low energy. I'm really excited to crack into that thing. Well, are we gonna do more than one?
William, Alex isn't here. I haven't wore pants in 3 days because there's no rules.
The two for police is not here. Well, let's take turns. You take another one. This is the best.
No rules and no pants. Problem is, I just wrapped up my master's program, and at least my master's program for the spring, and I'm wrapping up the school year as we speak. So my life has been a lot of psychology, economics, world history, and political science lately, which is probably not something we want to do. But the one area that I've kind of given myself an exhaust valve, I bought Pokemon Fire Red on the Switch.
So I don't know what the exact numbers were, but hasn't that thing gone like gangbusters on the Switch?
Think they sold like 4 million copies.
Oh my gosh. And it was all digital, right? It was all digital downloads.
It's $20 for Fire Red and $20 for Leaf Green, and it's been 4 million. It's like 4 million copies for both.
That's insane.
And I mean, that's just $80 million of free money. Like,
because they already have Game Boy Advanced emulation on the Switch,
yes, they do.
Don't they?
Yes,
they
do.
have Game Boy. So this was literally just put the ROM there and call it.
I'm with this success and also just the free and easy money that's coming from it. I'm thinking this means more is coming. And I have a theory.
Okay.
So on the Switch 2, there is a USB-C port on the top.
Mm-hmm.
I think because so they have every console up to the GameCube on Switch Online. The next ones up are the DS and the Wii.
Are you saying they're going to put a screen on the top of it?
I think they're going to give an external screen that you can buy to play DS games.
Oh, man. This is like your Apple ebook or your like e-reader. What? Like, but of all of the companies to do it, like, I mean, Nintendo made an alarm clock called Alarmo. Like,
William, they
would be the one to do.
They made a Virtual Boy accessory for the Switch 2.
You're not.
It was terrible. It's still terrible. But someone out there has nostalgia for the Virtual Boy.
Someone out there loves it. Yes. Speaking of nostalgia, you brought it up with the PSP. They have released, years ago, but they released all 8 Harry Potter films on UMD movies. I love looking back at the old packages for these. They're like advertised as DVD quality video because this is like a 720p screen. But they are available. You go back and you look at you go back and you look at the spectrum of movies that were released on UMD video, and it is such a wonderful just time capsule of entertainment from the early aughts. But apparently the first 5 were released in a set, and trying to find 6, 7 part 1 and 7 part 2 is a bit of a hunt. And I love a hunt because I love me a peddler's mall. But so I'm really, really excited for the hunt for PSP movies.
My hunt with my new DS, well, my white whale is Pokemon Heart Gold, but getting the Harry Potter games on the Game Boy Advance and the Nintendo DS are my white whales, looking for those. But yeah, so all 8 Harry Potter games all 8 Harry Potter movies on the PSP. If that's just not you in a nutshell, I don't know what is. Speaking of nostalgia and tech.
Oh, dear. Okay. Wait, how many? Just keep going. Just keep going.
I'm just going to keep going.
I love it.
Yeah. We haven't really talked about this, and I'm kind of surprised. Apple has a new CEO.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what comes out of him.
Okay, for those who don't
Yes.
follow the corporate structure of multi-billion-dollar
yes. For those of us that don't obsessively follow The Verge as a perennial Chrome tab on our computers, me, John Turnus, the head of Apple's hardware division, the guy responsible for making the MacBooks better than they have ever been, and bringing the MacBook like silicon processor into their own design and their own chip, is now the head of the whole company. If anybody is going to take some risks, take some chances, do some interesting things, I think it's going to be Turnus.
Do you also think, though, that he is the one responsible for kind of like listening to the wailing and gnashing of teeth and adding back an SD card slot and adding back peripherals, adding back the mechanical keyboard? Okay.
Yes. So Tim Cook, Tim Cook is best suited as a diplomat. He's the guy to wrangle China. He's the guy to wrangle the current guy in office. He's the guy to kind of wrangle sort of the political side. Because when you're a $3 trillion company, you kind of have to be a little political. And I do not blame him.
Your cash on hand is larger than the GDPs of most countries.
Right. Right.
You're political whether you want to be or not.
Exactly. And I think, so Tim Cook's sticking around to kind of deal with like the politics of Apple.
Yeah.
While Turnus can focus on the hardware and the software.
Oh, is that why he's chairman of the board?
Yes.
Now? Is it? Oh, okay.
Yes.
He can go baby. Well, never mind.
Yes.
So yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And I think if my beloved Apple Kindle is to ever get made,
oh gosh, here's the problem.
Or an anniversary iPod.
No, your manifestation abilities. We'll make fun of you all we want, but Steve and Peggy got the dance, and I was sitting on the same row of theater seats that were violently rocking with your racking sobs. I mean, it felt like the rift in the universe that started whenever you first texted me that.
Right.
Like reverberated through time and space to that moment.
I will never forget Michael Adkins texting me and saying, Cody, I know you didn't spoil it for me, but you've been talking about that dance for 7 years.
Yeah.
And I feel like I got spoiled about it.
Oh, wow. That's you and the Apple e-reader. You mentioned I did my rating, 12 years of it. This is the third time we're bringing up The Prisoner of Azkaban too, because Jenny and I just finished reading The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Oh, my heart.
I know. And have you seen the audio? Seen the audio? Oh Lord, what is happening? Did you see the audio?
I smell the colors too.
I know, but did you hear the audio of her begging me to keep reading?
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna play it here.
Wheeled Buckbeak around, facing the open sky. "We'll see each other again," he said. You are truly your father's son, Harry." And he squeezed Buckbeak's side with his heels. Harry and Hermione jumped back as the enormous wings flung up, and the hippogriff took off into the air. He and his rider became smaller and smaller, and Harry gazed after them, and then the cloud drifted across the moon, and they were gone.
Keep reading, please. Please, it's the owl post.
I know.
I know, it's please, just please.
But this is the last chapter.
The last chapter?
Of the book.
Please.
You want to finish the book tonight?
Yes.
Oh, Ginny, honey, it's almost 9:30.
Please, Daddy.
Okay. Chapter 22. Owl post again. Harry! Hermione was tugging at his sleeve.
the core, like, that was a canon event for her. Like, finding out that Scabbers is really a human and that like, and then
how did she respond to Scabbers being a human?
She kept saying, "What, Daddy? What? No, he isn't. What, Daddy? What? What? What?" And then the fight between Sirius and Lupin after Lupin had transformed, she just kept saying, "No, no, no, no." And I have that whole thing recorded. I'm going to keep it for forever, but I'm also going to keep it and listen to it before we read Order of the Phoenix.
Goblet of Fire.
No, Order of the Phoenix.
Oh.
Her begging and pleading for Sirius to not get hurt.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
My baby. Do I just write fan fiction from here on out and fix all of the things that just broke us as children, or do I just hold her hand through it?
I saw a meme that was just like, an interesting romp and good ride. Order of the Phoenix, an interesting romp and good ride, provided you rip out the last 70 pages or otherwise you're scarred for life. Did I ever tell you how I found out that Sirius died?
Oh, no.
I dropped the book.
No. No way.
And it opened on his death page.
I luckily I didn't get anything spoiled, but I was at the Governor Scholar program whenever the Half-Blood Prince came out, and
I read that during a Boy Scout camp while you were.
They did the like RA update, which was like weekend update, where they made fun of the stuff that happened at GSP. And I still remember the one guy, he kind of actually looked like Snape too. He had the like really dark hair that kind of hung in curtains around his face. And he's like, "And we know the 3 words to ruin the newest Harry Potter book." And somebody come running off stage, tackled him to the ground, and drug him by his feet off the stage.
So, this reminds me. While Harry Potter did not clunk into my brain as heavily as it did for you.
Okay.
It didn't become my personality. I had like a menagerie of franchises as a kid. Harry Potter was up there. Don't get me wrong. Star Wars will forever and always be number 1 in my heart. Another one for me was the Chronicles of Narnia.
Oh, is that what your background? Oh, I just realized. All I can see. So where these windows dynamically change shape, I just see Nia up in the corner. I'm like, okay. You were talking about Aragon, and I'm like, I don't remember that land. Okay, gotcha.
So my audiobook read.
Oh, look at you bringing it back, but you're on like daily number 4, and I love it. Okay.
No rules and no pants. That's, Dallas, if there's been any impact Dallas has had in my life is, no rules and no pants. So I've been listening through, probably the greatest compliment that anyone could possibly give me if I reach this point is if they were to call me a redneck Christopher Lee. So Christopher Lee every year says that he read Lord of the Rings every single year.
Okay.
Lord of the Rings every single year. Well, you were always more the Tolkien guy. You like Lord of the Rings a lot more. Yeah. And I think just the younger brother syndrome, I through the Force or, Aslan or the Ring, I latched onto Lewis without realizing the frenemy relationship that Lewis and Tolkien had at the time. Yeah.
It was foretold from the beginning. They counted themselves as brothers.
When I found out that Tolkien almost ended the friendship with Lewis over the Father Christmas scene in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
What?
He hated that scene
That's
so
where he
much.
drew the line?
Yes.
I will have to admit, it kind of came out of left field. Like, oh, Santa's here. Why not? Why not?
I was like, 10 when I first was exposed to that story. I just went with it.
Santa's here and he brought us weapons.
That's an Appalachian Christmas right there.
At Violent Night in with the elbow. That's David Harbour's Santa Claus. Headcanon is Father Christmas from Narnia. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He physically disappeared into the map.
Okay.
It's all making sense. It's all making sense. I felt so, you know, when you kind of you got like a linen shirt on, you snag one thread and that part of the fabric kind of cinches together. I felt the fabric of time from Violent Night in the Christmas bracket cinch just ever so closer to now.
You know, I feel like Lewis would approve in just how much it would tick off Tolkien.
He would do it out of spite.
He has this like Lewis had this like spiteful side to him that he would just
This feels very in line to you going into mom and dad's house and going on dad's YouTube and watching K-pop videos so that his algorithm is all messed up for days.
And so, well, my sort of Chris Lee equivalent is that I have found myself reading a Lewis book at least once a year.
Okay.
This year I have decided to go through in audio the Focus on the Family radio dramas.
Oh, nice.
Of the Chronicles of Narnia.
Speaking of nostalgia.
Those are like tentpole listens for me, and probably the reason I like audio stuff so much.
That and Hank the Cowdog.
Yes. Yes. And I'm currently listening through The Horse and His Boy. And that one is my favorite book in the series. It's never been adapted officially. I think the reason why The Horse and His Boy is my favorite is that there's no Earth involved. It's all Narnia. It's all, in this magical world. It's the height of Peter, Edmund, Susan, and Lucy's, in their reign as kings and queens of Narnia. It's like it's told within the story of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Oh, nice.
So like within their reign. And it's kind of hyping me up for the Greta Gerwig Narnia series movies that's coming. And I just saw today that The Magician's Nephew from Greta Gerwig is going to be the most expensive movie Netflix has ever made. $320 million.
No wonder it's getting a theatrical release.
Right?
Wow.
Right? Yes. Interesting choice that they started with The Magician's Nephew.
Also, I don't know that I ever knew. I don't know if I read The Horse in His Boy. I don't know if I knew that it was like set inside of the overall story.
It's during Peter, Susan, Edmund, and Lucy's reign.
So they get to the end and they're like, and they reigned until they were of old age and they went riding, chasing the stag, and now they're back.
Yes, it is before the stag, after they beat the queen, the White Witch.
They kind of bum rush to the epilogue. And then they're like, no, let's go back and tell that story inside of the epilogue.
So,
speaking of bum rushing the epilogue and going back and telling a story inside of the epilogue, if we had a nickel for the number of times that happened in this episode, I just finished the Critical Role's Campaign 1.
Okay.
And in the final episode, just weeping, just sobbing in the last episode. It was so poignant, and it was so beautiful. One of the characters drew a card. I don't know this, and this has been out for almost a decade. So, spoiler alert: if you are planning on listening to Critical Role Campaign 1, you have been warned. But Grog, the barbarian, I am Grog. I like to smash things. He goes out and he has this deck that they found in a dragon's lair. It's called the Deck of Many Things, and it can, grant you wishes, but it can also like lead to catastrophic events. During the epilogue, like the night before they all part ways, he goes out and draws a card. And he draws the worst card in the deck. It's like, this card spells doom. And Matt Mercer's reading this off, and it says, your soul is now trapped inside of an object of the DM's choosing in a plane of existence of the DM's choosing. Puts the card back. So all of a sudden, his body falls over catatonic. He's still alive, and his soul was ripped from his body. And while they're all like grieving and mourning and like they're trying to end this, they have to take, he's like, for the sake of brevity here for the epilogue, it takes you guys 2 weeks, but you do recover Grog's soul. Well, the community inside a Critical Role like pounded the tables and we want the search for Grog. And so they came back. They're already into campaign 2. They have a live show where they can play the search for Grog. And I'm like, this feels so us-coded. They're going to take a offhanded comment and turn it into 4 hours of content with its own backstory. And one of the characters was like, oh, yeah, and you remember Percy lost an arm when the bugbears attacked. A year later, Matt Mercer, in his devilish cunning, said that was in character, so it is canon. And so he has bugbears attack and rip off one of the characters' arms. They cast a regeneration spell on it, and the remainder of the episode, he has one adult arm and one tiny little baby arm. And just the chaos and the way that they will take an inside joke and they will just expand it into the stratosphere is just beyond me. And I take notes during our episodes. So, if I need to link something that we've talked about, we have each hit a forfer.
At last, we shall reveal ourselves to the podcasters. At last, we shall have our revenge.
It's you can tell we haven't talked in a while. Is there anything else you're like nerding out about?
I mean, this just makes me think about, chaos. And this is like me coded chaos.
You coded chaos.
Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah. Me coded chaos. Speaking of which, I made an app. Kind of. Maybe? I think I did.
Wait. You coded chaos. And you actually coded chaos. How did you make an app?
Okay. So there's this concept called, for those of you that do not partake in the AI world, there's this concept that's been coming out called vibe coding, where you use AI LLM tools to do your coding for you. And it's actually become one of the more useful tools for AI.
Sure.
Because if you're the average person, you look at a line of code, you're like, that is gibberish. It's like if you're trying to write a 30-page paper in Wingdings. That's coding. Yeah. That's coding for me. So I like tech. I know my way around a graphical user interface, but you throw me in front of a terminal and I'm like, you can quote me on that.
We had talked about the Fred Catch before. I love the concept. I love the concept of a me app.
Mm-hmm.
Like an app that does my specific needs.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're making an app for the masses, you it has to cover a lot of bases, or it has to have all of the buttons for people to do it. What
Yep.
did you make?
So the inspiration came from the BBC Sounds app, which BBC has a app dedicated to their audio offerings.
Sounds. Yep. Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Every radio station in the UK is on this app. From the BBC Radio 1, their flagship station, down to like BBC Radio Nottingham. Like just from national to local. And I've been listening to a lot of like public media lately. My PBS NPR obsessions kind of been well known on this. And I was like, it'd be really cool if America had something like this. Like this sort of like comprehensive, bring it all together, very focused.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, and unfortunately in the United States, public radio is not all NPR. There's like disparate, different organizations. Moorhead actually dropped NPR from their affiliation, so they're no longer part of the official NPR app.
Gotcha.
Yes. And so I'm like, so how could I best bring them together? And then I realized every radio station in the United States of America and the world that streams online streams them from their website. So the standards are open. Podcast is an open standard. And then you can like bring their websites together through RSS feeds. And I'm like, interesting. So I like got on Gemini and said, I have this idea for an app. Can you code it? And they're like, yeah, this is doable. Like, this is absolutely doable, where you bring RSS, radio, and podcast into the same app. And the idea like I have is like a super news app where it's like you bring sort of like web articles, talk like the radio stations. If I could figure out video and not break things, I would try video next. And I just asked an AI tool to code it, and it's roughly functional.
Wild.
It's like relatively functional, and I'm interested to take this thing a little bit further.
Because I mean, you can like, you can vibe code your errors too.
Yeah,
like you can. Wow.
Yeah, like for like a full-fledged. Unfortunately, there's a lot of like subscription paywalls to get things on the phones. And right now, I'm not going to go the full developer route for something I'm building just for me until I kind of figure things out.
Just for funsies.
So, however, I did discover that Mac OS apps on Xcode are free for personal use. And they have vibe coding options. And the first thing that I'm going to churn out, and this is very, very, very me coded, pun retroactively and and in the present tense intended.
That's my favorite, pun retroactively intended.
I decided I'm going to do just a simple RSS app. For those of you that don't know, RSS brings like web articles and podcasts, use the standard, together on the same feed. So like if you follow like 10 different blogs, you can bring them all together on one feed.
Wow.
I'm going to try a simple RSS reader, very simple standards, been around for like 20 years, with an export button to EPUB to make them readable on the Kindle and the Kobo.
Wow.
Bringing it all to the e-readers, bringing it to an e-readers stuff.
I mean, you could do this for any topic that you wanted. Like, if I'm Harry Potter obsessed, and I want the articles published on MuggleNet to come through. I want any variety tagged Harry Potter news things to come through. I want some YouTube creators that to come through. Wow.
And what I realize, because the goal here, like my whole overarching goal is to de-algorithm my life and to make it a very intentional thing, and it be something that I control.
Yeah.
I control. There are apps that do that, but they're like secret sauce of like radio news articles and podcast. The fact that I subscribe to our podcast on an app that I vibe coded is kind of wild.
That is wild. I love that. I was talking to Mom today, and I guess this is my next one. I don't know. We're just going to see where this leads today. I was talking to Mom today, and after we finished the ceramics class last year, she said she wanted to do it this year. We got us signed up. We're going to be doing the ceramics class in the month of July, and it's kind of like vibe coding. I mean, all ceramics are is vibes. You just push and pull on it, maybe cuss a little until you get what you want, and that's it.
I wonder if there's any profanities just like hidden in code.
Probably in a language that only the computer would know.
Right.
But this is one of my favorites, and I want to refine it next year. This was my goblet. That was Scabber's half transformation. Which didn't happen in the book, by the way. It only happened in the movie. But when Ron 1, 2, 3 Ferroverto, and his wand was broken, and tries, and Scabbers gets halfway there. And so, I mean, if you're listening to this, the tail is the handle of the mug, and it's halfway transformed and then textured to look like hair. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see what Mom does. And everybody's going to be getting something ceramic based for Christmas this year. Spoilers. But
that'll be fun. Have I talked to you on air? We've talked about it in person about the leather making kit that I got for my birthday.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if you have on the show. Yes. I know about your leather work.
Yes. Mom, I've been like looking for a craft. I'm not as crafty naturally as the rest of the family is. Mom's like master sewer. My wife just like crafts everything under the sun. William is like, oh, look at this thing that I made. You know, I like 3D printed it in the heart of the sun, and you know, it's now a diamond.
I can summon it to my hand with lightning.
Right. I asked my family, I'm like, I'm kind of interested in trying leather making. Dad is a leather worker, and I have this plan because I've been doing a lot of bullet journaling lately, and it's kind of become my like way to cope with reality and life and existence. This is my current cover.
Are you just going to make a new cover?
I am going to make a new cover with lots of pockets. Pockets that fit things like Nintendo DS's and iPods.
Is this why your wife has been like, men crave the purse?
Right.
Is this how you're getting around it being purse? It's like, no, it's a cover for my journal.
It's a cover for my journal, right? But I will eventually at some point make my own bag that will fit my Polaroid. But
really cool.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I've really kind of gotten into this, and I'm just gonna like go full on design it for the things that, you know, I've been carrying, and it's sort of like an everyday carry that carries the things that allow me to exist without a smartphone in my pocket.
I'm here.
iPod, iPod DS. Also conveniently, you know, iPod DS, a pocket for a Kindle, things like that. And it just kind of it's all in there, and it kind of just becomes a central hub for my life.
Nice.
Yes.
We've been, I did want to throw out here, toward the end, it's official. If you are in the Kentucky area, there is a second Comic-Con coming to Lexington in September, and I will be a vendor there.
Nice.
So please, if you listen to the show, if you like nerdy things, come see me at Comic-Con. I'm very, very excited. It's riddled with nostalgia and magical feels, and I really do hope you love it. But are we gonna?
I got one more. Apparently, we need to talk. And I can't believe I haven't brought this up on the show yet, and it very much ties back into an earlier daily.
Wait, an earlier daily this episode? Or
an earlier daily this episode, yes.
Because I think I've done 6 of them, and I don't know how many.
I'm not sure either. I'm not sure at this point. It's like stream of consciousness right now. It's like,
okay,
let's
end it with this. Let's end it with this. We still gotta play guessing.
Okay. So during our break, and I cannot believe I haven't talked about this on the show yet. And it's kind of, we're talking about real world things and kind of embracing arts and the humanities. I've mentioned these guys before, the Kincaid Regional Theater in Falmouth. We went to a show back in the fall of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. In December, when we were on our break, we saw The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Cool.
Yes. And I just, I was reminded of this when you were talking about the stag.
Yeah.
Earlier. They actually changed the ending of the story in a way that I liked.
Oh, okay.
In the original book, they kind of chase the stag and then they're in the woods and then they stumble back through the wardrobe. And then they spent 15 years in Narnia, they're kids again. In this adaptation, Edmund and Lucy go first, stumble into the wardrobe, and call Peter and Susan to join them. Like, they are able to talk to Peter and Susan in Narnia after they've gone back through the wardrobe into Earth. And what that does to the story is that it gave them their own agency to go back home. They chose to go back home.
Oh, okay.
And I liked that because I feel like the fact that they felt like it was time to go home instead of like
they accidentally went back home. Yeah.
And then they lose all their friends.
Yeah.
And they lose all, and next time they're there, their friends have been dead for centuries. And their whole lives are now ancient history. It's like they got that like piece of, oh, it's time. It's time to leave. It's time we're done. Like, it's our time has come. We'll be back, but our time has come. And this is our sign that we need to go home. And I'm like, very rarely does an adaptation add to a story or change something about a story that I actually liked better. And so, Greta Gerwig, I know you're a big fan of our show.
Yep.
If you're listening, if you're going to add anything to this series, a big controversy in the Chronicles of Narnia is the problem of Susan in the last battle.
Sure.
Is the problem of Susan in the last battle. If you want to tell that story in a way that's satisfying, go for it. Go for it. Like, I give you full permission to, you made one of the greatest feminist movies of the 21st century in Barbie. Do the same for Susan. I give you permission.
Yeah.
As a fan.
Since you have given Greta Gerwig permission, we'll go ahead and get to a break. This has been like daily palooza, and obviously nothing can go wrong. So we're going to cut to a break. When we come back, Cody and I are going to play Guess Who. And surprise, the Guess Who board is all of our daily. No. We'll be right back.
I'm going to go as fast as I can so I don't miss anything.
Excuse me, may I go to the bathroom first?
I got to go to work.
We'll return after these messages.
This episode is brought to you by the Big Red Button Podcast.
Do you know what you'd do in a nuclear apocalypse?
Because we sure as quack don't.
See how our choices get us into trouble and back out again in this actual play podcast.
Big Red Button is for lovers of the Fallout franchise, choose your own adventures, and tabletop role-playing games rolled into one big audio drama.
Our band of stragglers is unraveling a mystery in the wasteland, and we're at the mercy of the roll of the dice.
So grab your Geiger counters, take your rat away, and subscribe to our new show, The Big Red Button.
Oh, shoot, did I miss the halftime show? Gosh dang it, who'd they have?
What are you doing in here? You're in here. I pay for that privilege.
I'm feeling much better now.
Yeah, I'm having an heart attack. Get back to work.
All right, we're back. Cody, do you have the board?
I do have the board.
Okay. While I regale the audience with the current members on this board, and if you want to play along with us, I've got the board linked down in the description below so you can see this in all of its glory. I love that the Guess Who board here is ever changing, kind of with flavors of pop culture, geopolitical climate, and just things that are happening right now. So current board, starting in row number 1, spot number 1 is not Anne Hathaway, Andy Sachs from The Devil Wears Prada. Spot number 2 is Miranda Priestley. Number 3, Zendaya. 4, Robert Pattinson. 5, John Turnus, which makes sense why you wanted to add him to the board. New CEO of Apple.
Yes.
Number 6, Papa Isidu as Severus Snape in the upcoming Harry Potter TV show. 7 is Tim Cook. 8 is RFK Jr. And I realized that I saved the photo from a thumbnail. He looks a little constipated, like he's trying to push out a real big turd. Maybe that's just his natural state. I don't know. But
I just looked at that row and said those are the 3 of the most powerful men in the world, and then RFK Jr.
The chokehold that Papa Isidu has on the Harry Potter community right now, based on his casting. Number 9, Kamala Harris. 10, Elon Musk. 11, Pedro Pascal. 12,
well, he's in everything, so naturally he's in our guess who board.
He's in the board. 12, Taylor Swift. 13, OpenAI, ChatGPT creator, co-founder, CEO. No, I don't know. The head honcho.
Resident sociopath, Sam Altman.
Sam Altman. 14, AOC. 15, Ryland Grace from Project Hail Mary. 16, it goes a little off the rails here toward the end. 16, Ted Lasso, because he's coming back. 17, Chapel Roan. 18, Denis Villeneuve, director of Dune and other.
Alex will be ashamed of me. I did not know what he actually looked like.
Director of Dune and other pretentious movies. 19, Rosalina from the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Have you watched it? I haven't watched it yet.
No, I want. Jenny has. She wants to see it with me, so I think we're going to go after. She has early dismissal from school. I think I'm going to take her and we're going to go see it.
Nice.
20, Supergirl. 21, Elphaba. 22,
another Supergirl.
Spider Noir. 23, Darth Maul from the new Maul Lord of Shadows show. And 24, the Hantavirus. So, how this works, Cody, you have your board. Pick a different color or marker or digital marker. Circle your pick. So you can always refer back to it. And then I usually switch back to a different color. And as I eliminate yours, I'll go through and mark them out. And we got to see if we can guess who. First one to guess the correct character wins. If we're both ready to guess and one gets it wrong, still the other one wins. And if we both get it, then we both win. And
everybody wins. No one's a failure. And there are no rules and no pants.
Okay. I have my character. Do you have yours?
I have my character.
Okay. Cody, does your character have daddy issues?
Yes.
Your character does have daddy issues.
Yes.
Okay. So it's not Andy Sachs. Because her dad is very supportive and give her money to help cover the rent, came and visited her in New York. I don't know about Miranda Priestley. She may... Zendaya, I know she's been very open about how much she likes her dad. I don't know about Robert Pattinson.
Are we going to talk about...
Okay. Yeah, okay. So Zendaya does not have daddy issues. I don't know about John Turnus. Snape sure as heck has daddy issues.
Yes.
I'm just going to assume because he's a Kennedy that RFK Jr. has. Wait.
RFK.
I'm getting confused. Okay, I leave them if they have daddy issues.
Yes, RFK Jr. probably does have daddy issues.
I'm going to mark off Taylor Swift. I don't know about Kamala Harris. Elon.
I'm going to say Elon has daddy issues.
Yes, so I'm leaving him because your character does have daddy issues. Ted Lasso has daddy issues.
Mm.
So, Chapel Roan, don't know. Denis Villeneuve, I don't know. Rosalina, I don't know. Elphaba sure as heck has daddy issues. I don't know about Spider Noir.
Depends
what
on
would
who
we, if for viral replication, what would we consider the father of hantavirus?
Are we going to talk about spiritual daddy, like COVID?
Okay, yeah, it's staying on there. So I marked off 3. I marked off Andy Sachs, Zendaya, and Taylor Swift. Okay, your turn. Lordy.
Does your character have beautiful hair?
Yep.
Okay.
So you got to mark off the ugly hair.
Mark off the ugly hair. Okay. So, so it's not RFK, definitely in the ugly hair arena. Let's see. Darth Maul, definitely in the ugly hair arena. Let's see here. Okay, Andy Sachs.
Well, I mean, would those horns be considered beautiful in his culture?
I'm really sad I don't have Disney Plus right now because I've heard that this show is...
I've heard it slaps, too.
It does. Okay, so I'm going to say Andy Sachs, even when she was quote-unquote ugly in The Devil Wears Prada, beautiful hair. Miranda Priestley, Meryl Streep. I mean, just come on. Let's see.
So who are you marking off for ugly hair?
Okay. I'm going to say Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of bedhead in that photo.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of bedhead in that photo. Elon, we're taking off Elon. Sam Altman. I mean, Denis Villeneuve, you know.
I love how this is just you, like, reading the board. Like, would you wake up like that? Mark off. What happened, Jerry? Did you fall head first into a wood chipper? Come on.
So I took off RFK, Robert Pattinson, Elon, Sam Altman, and Denis Villeneuve. And
you don't think Rosalina's big teardrop thing coming over her face is okay? Mr. Judgy, what about the ring of glycoproteins around the hantavirus?
I'm going to keep the hantavirus on here for beautiful
it is
hair.
nice. It is nice and symmetrical and pretty evenly spaced. Okay. Your character. Do they give off executive vibes?
Executive vibes. Yes.
They do. Okay. So I'm going to mark off the constipated Health and Human Services director.
The actual executive?
He doesn't give executive vibes. I didn't ask if they were an actual executive. I asked for executive vibes. I'm going to mark off Snape. Elon's gone. Sam Altman, I'm nope. Ryland Grace doesn't give me executive vibes. Rosalina, no, that's more Peach. No, Supergirl, she's a bit of a rebel there. I'm gonna leave hantavirus. I mean, just the ability. I mean, you want to talk about Tim Cook in the supply chain? This virus's ability to perfectly replicate itself through the production pipeline of the ribosomes, transcribing the RNA, like that is like well-oiled machine. Spider Noir, no, and the rest of them, I'm gonna hold on for now.
Would you be intimidated if you met this person?
No.
Not
intimidating. So mark off the intimidating ones.
You would definitely be intimidated for Miranda Priestley. You would definitely be intimidated by Tim Cook. Definitely be intimidated by Papa Sidhu. especially if he's in character.
Yep. I've watched some of his other stuff too, just to kind of get a feel for him. Like, has such a gravitas when he acts and especially with him playing Snape. Okay.
I feel like you would be intimidated by Elphaba, but like in a yes queen kind of way.
I would be like, "Excuse me, madam, you dropped this," and I produce a crown from out of nowhere.
Definitely would be intimidated if you met Taylor Swift. Let's see. So Andy Sachs. I'm undecided on Zendaya.
Whether she would intimidate me.
Yeah. John Turnus, I feel like would be very approachable. Kamala Harris, I feel like you would get along well with. Pedro Pascal, he makes everybody calm. Like he would know the exact situation, even if you were intimidated, to be like, "Hey, we cool. I feel like you'd be intimidated by AOC. Ryland Grace, I feel like would be a host of this podcast if he existed in this universe. Ted Lasso, definitely, not intimidating, but like you like respect. Yes, sir. Chapel Roan.
Now remember, you're marking off the intimidating ones.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't know how you would feel about being intimidated by such unbelievable. No, I'm not going to say you're intimidated by Supergirl or Rosaline. And you're a doctor. You're not intimidated by the hantavirus.
I have a healthy respect. I will probably address it as sir or ma'am or they, whatever they prefer. If hantavirus dictated its pronouns to me, I would use them.
Okay, then I'm gonna mark off the hantavirus. Okay, that's about what I got.
Okay. Would I win or lose in a duel with your character?
Lose.
I would lose in a duel with your character. Okay. So I need to mark off the ones that I would win in a duel with. I'm usually pretty well hydrated. I have water on me, so I can win against Elphaba. I feel like I could take Ted Lasso.
But would you be able to take Ted Lasso's mustache?
I said Ted Lasso. I did not say Ted Lasso's mustache. There are two characters in that photo. Ted Lasso and his mustache.
Yes.
Just so you know. But for the sake of the game, we had to go with Ted Lasso and not the mustache. I'm usually well hydrated, but I also have a can of Lysol on my person at all time. And as we have discovered on the side of the bottle, it kills hantavirus. So sorry, hantavirus. Oh wait, no. It's not. I think the duel with hantavirus would be once it's made its attack and it's in my system. And I have half of a colon and it's GI virus. It would win. Never mind. Tim Cook has looked kind of yoked here recently, so no. That's it. Okay. I am weak.
Does your character need therapy? Like badly?
My character need therapy. Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
There's a lot to unpack.
Characters that don't need therapy is who I need to check off. Okay, so Zendaya, I don't think she needs therapy. I think she is in a very happy, healthy relationship. I think she's happy in life. She's married to Tom Holland. John Turnus definitely does not need therapy. Kamala Harris does need therapy.
Especially post-election.
Yes. Pedro Pascal, maybe. Ryland Grace, yes. like considering everything that he went through. Ted Lasso famously went to therapy. Supergirl, yes.
That's the whole premise of the movie.
Right. Let's see. And then Chapel Roan, yes, will need therapy. I've seen some of her music video. Girl, I'm a little disturbed at some points. Rosaline, I actually don't know anything about her character. Like, I would say Peach needed therapy based on that first movie. But I'm going to leave Rosaline up because I just don't know.
Okay.
I just don't know. So I'm down to...
Okay, let's do a little like mid-game recap. Who do you have left?
Okay. Andy Sachs, Kamala Harris, Pedro Pascal, Ryland Grace, Ted Lasso, Chapel Roan, Rosaline, and Supergirl.
That's who you have left.
Yes.
Okay. For you, I have quite a few more. I think I have Miranda Priestley, Robert Pattinson, John Turnus, Tim Cook, Kamala Harris, Pedro Pascal, AOC, Chapel Roan, Denis Villeneuve, Darth Maul, and the Hantavirus.
Okay.
Left for you. Okay. Let me think here. I know. It's I hate to do this, but do you think your character is wearing a wig?
No, my character is not wearing a wig.
Blast. I mean, if I could get it down to Miranda Priestley and Chapel Roan and be like, okay. They are not wearing a wig. So Miranda Priestley is, Chapel Roan is. I think the rest of those that they are unnatural. I don't know. Does Darth Maul apply his prosthetics in the morning?
No, that's not how the Zabraks work.
God bless you.
Yes.
Gesundheit. So speaking of Gesundheit, those glycoproteins are all natural on that hantavirus. Okay.
All right, I'm going to ask you the same question. Do you think your character is wearing a wig?
No.
No? So I'm going to take off Chapel Roan and Rosaline.
Yeah, there ain't no way that's natural. That's almost like she has a wig and she put it on backwards, if we're being honest.
Okay.
Do you think that your character is... Do you think your character has arthritis?
Does my character have arthritis? Depends.
No,
sure.
Oh, you think your character does?
Maybe.
Okay. I'm gonna mark off. Your character does have arthritis, so I gotta mark off the ones who don't. Kamala does yoga every morning and hydrates well. I don't think AOC has arthritis. Maul was his spine was literally severed.
Right.
He had some arthritis that set in at that injury point. So he stays. Unfortunately, hantavirus seems very limber and nimble. Hantavirus goes. I would probably say that Pattinson does not yet. It may be incidental if he ever has to go get a chest x-ray for a cough, but arthritis that he can feel, probably not. Okay.
Do you think your character is a last best hope for the human race? Or a hope for the human race? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take off Andy Sachs.
Okay.
Kamala Harris.
Okay.
Okay, and that leaves me with Supergirl, Ted Lasso, Ryland Grace, and Pedro Pascal.
I dig it. I dig it. Okay. That leaves you with 4. I am currently left with John Turnus, Tim Cook, Pedro Pascal, Denis Villeneuve, and Darth Maul.
One of these things is not like the other.
Do you think your character is a little pretentious?
Yes.
Oh, they are. Okay. I got to mark off the non-pretentious ones. I'm going to mark off John Turnus.
Okay.
And I'm going to mark off. This is just gut feeling. I'm going to mark off Darth Maul.
Okay.
Okay.
Is your character defined by kindness?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna take off Supergirl.
Okay.
And that leaves me with Ted Lasso, Ryland Grace, and Pedro Pascal.
Well, I am left with Tim Cook, Pedro Pascal, and Denis Villeneuve.
Okay.
Does your character... Oh, never mind. I was like, does your character have a movie coming out this year? But I'm pretty sure that Tim Cook, Pedro Pascal, and Denis Villeneuve do. Never mind. Is your character starring in a movie this year?
Is my character starring in a movie this year? No.
They're not starring. Okay. Bye, Pedro. Because you are in Doomsday in December.
And Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Is your character frequently in over his head?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to take off Pedro Pascal.
He's got it handled.
Okay.
I was going to say, has your character... it's between Tim Cook and Denis Villeneuve. Has your character had some flops? The Apple mouse that you plug into the bottom, I would consider a flop. I hated Blade Runner 2049. Wow. This is... has your character directed a movie?
No.
Okay, you ask one more question, then we reveal our picks.
All right. I was going to say, is your character fabulous in a sweater, but they both are.
Some of those pictures, yeah.
Does your character look like he's been human photoshopped? Does your character look photoshopped in certain scenes?
I know what you're getting at because of another movie where they literally use Emma Stone, literally use that line. Yes.
You picked... All right.
Okay. You picked Tim Cook.
No, I did not.
When did I lose the thread?
During the executive vibes, I got like, oh yeah, he's kind of like a detective who like takes charge and takes command. Mine's Spider Noir.
Well,
you've been wrong for like a half hour.
That's amazing.
I'm willing to stretch definitions.
That's what makes this game fun.
Remember PS1 Hagrid? What was your question? Does he have feet? Or does he have toes?
The lawyer coming out.
And I'm like, not on the PS1.
Gosh. Well, what was your guess for me?
Ryland Grace.
Yes, it is. Bravo. Good job. You won Guess Who.
I guessed the right who.
Yes. Yep, you did. Okay. All right. Well, we are going to cut to a break. And when we come back, we'll have a table topic. We'll have a question for... Oh, we don't have a live audience because we recorded this spontaneous. Hang on. I have an idea. Okay. We'll cut to a break and we'll be right back.
Are you going somewhere?
Well, yes. Urgent call. Unavoidable. Gotta go.
Excuse me, there's a sign at Ramsett Park that says do not drink the sprinkler water, so I made some tea with it and now I have an infection.
I've just about had enough of you.
I'll be back.
This episode is brought to you by Potter Plus, your podcasting home for the upcoming Harry Potter TV show and so much more. Join me, your host, William, and many other magical friends as we pick apart the past, ponder the present, and unfog the future of the wizarding world. Potter Plus is a production of the Grapefruit Network, and you can find it wherever you get your podcasts.
And I am back.
How'd it go?
No, Pam. I'm back.
We have a new weather report. Lightning has struck. I repeat.
Gin and tonic.
Wongers. I don't know if they do bottomless gin and tonic, but we will find it.
Pew 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 but pew 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 pew.
And we're back. You keep shooting yourself in the leg with your pew-pews. Well, hopefully you don't shoot yourself in the leg for this question. So while we were at the break, I panicked because I realized we didn't have a live audience because this was kind of spur of the moment to ask our questions. So I asked ChatGPT. Are you ready?
Oh, Lord. Speaking of sociopaths.
Speaking of Sam Altman again. If Pinocchio says, quote, "My nose will grow right now," end quote, what happens?
That is the famous liar's paradox. Have you ever heard of that?
Go on.
So, there's a very famous episode of Star Trek about the liar's paradox.
Okay, yeah, lawyer, you would know about this.
So, I say the phrase, "I always lie." Am I telling the truth? If I say I always lie, is that statement a lie?
It is, because you don't always lie. But you told true state. If Pinocchio says, "My nose will grow right now,"
that's a play on the liar's paradox.
If it grows, it only grows when he lies.
Mm-hmm.
But he told the truth. Can he make his nose grow by telling the truth? If it doesn't grow, the statement is a lie, which should make his nose grow. Does his nose become like the nexus point of like universal collapse? Like,
I'm just gonna assume that it kind of just like splits in two and inverts on itself. Like,
does it collapse in on itself like a neutron star and rip everything with it?
I mean, have you watched Gravity Falls? Like the finale?
Not all the way through.
Like, watch the finale, and that would basically be in like the finale Weird Mageddon scenario here. Yeah, it's the liar's paradox. It's like you literally cannot solve it.
Well, ChatGPT, I don't know what you expected from that question,
I mean,
and if you expected me to lay there for some.
We are a pair of docs talking about a paradox.
Oh my gosh! If you expected me to lay there for hours staring, boring holes into the ceiling with my stare tonight, then I guess you got what you expected. But that Cody, brother, just like old times. Do not tempt me. I have the high ground.
Before the dark times. Before the
end. And if you, dear listener, made it this far, congratulations and/or apologies. Apply as you see fit. This round is on me. And if you like what you have heard tonight, consider supporting us on Patreon. You get all of these, the extended episode of this one is going to be a doozy. You get all of these episodes extended, ad-free, and early over on Patreon.
I like how it's just the two of us, and it's one of our longest episodes yet.
I know. And if it helps keep the lights on, the hosting and all that jazz. But A Doctor and Lawyer Walk Into a Bar is a production of the Grapefruit Network. And if you want to find out more about this show, you can visit us at drandlawyer.show. And if you want to find out more about the other shows inside of our network, visit us at thegrapefruitnetwork.com. We're deep inside planning mode for the second campaign of The Big Red Button, and Potter Plus is going strong. I have a great conversation with friend of the show, Brad Baer, about the behind-the-scenes documentary that HBO Max released.
I
about the
didn't
Harry
even
Potter TV
know
show.
that existed until I listened to the episode.
Yay! He had a lot of really cool perspective over there. And I've got some fun things planned going into the fall, especially back on the start of term. But come hang out with us on social media at the Grapefruit Network. I am on like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Kentucky Wizard.
You can follow me on Instagram at Murphy's Law _KY. Not really like doing anything crazy creative yet, but stay tuned.
Yeah, we've talked about some of that. So we've got a lot of fun things coming. But again, thank you for joining us. I'm going to head out of here. I'm William.
I'm Cody.
And we will see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye!
Are you kidding? I'm working.
All right, I'll be right there.
And grab the Marie. Go, 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 go.
Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend.
Phase one snapped into